Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's get into the last part of the After the Altar Love is Blind season 2 episode. What was this? 14. For those of you that are brand new, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So if you enjoyed that type of commentary, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Check out the other videos that I did, both from the other two parts of the After the Altar, and then I have a playlist. You can check out the playlist that has all the episode recaps that I did from season 2 of Love is Blind. This was very anticlimactic. I feel like season 1 was way better there after the altar. This just seemed very disjointed. I feel like they should have had more focus on the weekend. We should have got to see more of the interactions that way, but let's talk about it anyways. So the episode picks up where we left off at the last one, where they were at the 80s party for Natalie's birthday. So Danielle goes up to Shayna, or Danielle's in her confessional first, and she's saying how Shayna was disrespectful to her because she was lying to her about Shane, and she owes her an apology, Nick an apology. And it's like, Danielle, go sit your crazy ass down somewhere. Danielle has always done the most. If Shane and Shayna were talking or doing anything of the sort, that has nothing to do with you. I don't know how that would be disrespectful to you in any capacity, in any way. I just feel like Shayna just be... I feel like Danielle just be talking. Just be talking. So Danielle goes up to Shayna. And tells Shayna, so I just want to, get some clarification from you. But tells her that she heard that she was flirting with Shane. Now she's doing this while her boyfriend, now fiance, is standing right in front of her. And it's like, ooh, her and Nick are some messy bitches. Both of them. Messy. That's why they linked up. Because they both were super messy. So, Shayna was like, I was with him last year. It's a lie. They're lying. Shayna then tells her boyfriend, we're leaving in 5 minutes. Now, that does look a little sketch. You get caught out, but then you suddenly want to leave. Natalie in her confessional said that she might be petty, but like it has to be out in the open. I have to tell anybody. Natalie, please, girl. Natalie has been trashed since the pods, to be real. If y'all didn't see it, I feel sorry for you. But Natalie has been trash, grade A trash, since the pods. But nonetheless. So the next morning, they cleaning up that disaster. It looks filthy. I have had parties. We have rented out hotel rooms, and we've rented out like hotel suites with like the full kitchen. We have never woken up the next morning, and we have had a shit ton of people, way more people than they had. We have never woken up to food and stuff all over the place like that. Crazy. And they're the only two cleaning up. And it would have been everybody. Let's all come in here together and clean up because we all made this mess together. But nonetheless. So Iyana and Jarrette are outside. They're playing basketball and they're talking. They say that their parents are going to be meeting. They're nervous because I guess their parents haven't seen each other since the wedding, which was about a year ago. And they know that they have to have this conversation. I have concerns and feelings and thoughts and everything about the fact that their parents are coming together to talk to them about the state of their marriage. What? I'm not married. No ring. Ignore my nails. I need to get them done. But I don't have a ring, right? Excuse me. I don't have a ring, right? But something about that just doesn't seem, I don't like it. I'm not going to sit and talk about my marital issues with both sets of our parents. I don't like that. So, Iyana said that her parents are ready. They ready to have the conversation. Jerry knows what is about to go down because her parents know that she has moved out. He probably didn't tell his. So then we get to Sal. Sal goes by his sibling's house. Now, his sibling's name is Victoria, but they are calling that individual a sibling for a reason, so I want to be respectful. So I'm going to just keep saying sibling. So Sal gets to his siblings' house and he's talking to them about Jesse and how effortless the relationship is, how Jesse makes him smile, Jesse makes him happy. He knows he's a good person and Jesse is making him want to be an even better person. He then goes on to say he's wondering how what it would mean if he were to propose. And I said, I just kind of feel like you were with somebody, you were with this person, you swore that you were in love with Mal and all this stuff, for it to be a year later and you're already ready to move on and propose to somebody else is odd. That's weird to me. People be moving way too fast. People be moving way too fast. So his siblings were like, we need you to take your time. This seems impulsive. Not that we don't like Jessie, okay? We rock and sock with her, but we need you to kind of slow it down and not be impulsive when it comes to this situation. So in his confessional, Sal said he doesn't know why he didn't speak his truth sooner. He's been protecting Mal. I don't have to protect her anymore. And I just feel like Sal is being a bitch. And Sal is being a bitch because, like I said in the last recap, for episode 13, Sal is mad that Mallory's not all up in his shit. So now, all of a sudden, a year later, you about to tell us some bullshit about her? Stop it. This is a Mallory slander-free zone over here, because I feel like she got such a bad rep throughout the entire season. But I just feel like this is stupid. So Sal is claiming, this is allegedly, that him, a week before they got married, that him and Mallory were supposed to meet up. That she was late, so he started going into a couple stores. He called her, or she called him. She was slurring her words. He gets home, and he sees a man in the car throw out a cup of coffee. He hears a voice say, "Hey, that's my coffee." And he was like, that sounds like Mallory. So he looks over at the car and he sees Mallory in the car with another man. So in his eyes, she's automatically cheating on him. Now, here's a slew of situations, a slew of like, did you ask her? Did you confront her about it? Did y'all ever talk about it? I think the real issue is Sal felt disrespected that Mallory and Jarrette had that conversation, right? While I don't think it was a big deal, I can totally understand why people would see that as being a huge deal, right? So Sal was he was disrespected in that moment, okay? He was very disrespected in that moment. So he never moved past it. He never got past it. Remember, he was sitting up there crying. He was questioning her. He never ever got past that moment. So from henceforth, because you just met her about a month ago, so you don't know all of her friends. You don't know everybody that she knows. So from henceforward, you are going to assume, because you see her with a gentleman, that is her automatically cheating on you. So then his sisters are shady and are like, oh, siblings are shady and are like, oh, we want you to be with someone that says you're more than just sweet. And it's like, okay, y'all know I felt that Sal played victim, and to me, this is no different. He's playing victim. He's playing victim. He's playing victim. So he tells his siblings that he had already bought a ring. And it's just a matter of time now before we go ahead and do it. And we saw that James Allen placement, because y'all know Married at First Sight and Love is Blind are from the same creators. So we saw that James Allen placement. So, all right. Later on at the end of the episode, or at the end of the episode, the production does tell Mallory about it. Mallory was like, that is one of my best friends. We hadn't talked in a while. We hung out. He's doing anything to play fucking victim. And I agree, girl. I agree. I have said the entire time that Sal was playing victim. Him telling that story to me, the fact that he wants to rush and get engaged now after seeing her, bye. He's not over her. He has feelings for her. Do I think that Mallory truly had feelings for Sal? No. I think she was trying to force feelings for him. And I think that she was just kind of upset that he said no to her. I don't think she was truly into him. But I do think that he was very much into her. We saw that, we could tell. And I feel like the fact that she kind of paid him dust and wasn't up in him and his girlfriend's face at the weekend, he felt a way about that. He felt the way about that, and he was probably hoping that she would show some type of like jealousy or something like that, and the fact that she didn't, he can't stand it. So, but then that's all I needed to know. I need to move forward. Bye. Because I think it was tacky for you to even get on here and tell that story. Tacky. Because you could have said that during the season. You could have did that during the season. You didn't have any issue with that when y'all sat out after y'all wedding and y'all had that long, beautiful talk. You didn't have an issue then. But now, a year later, you just remember, oh yeah, she might have been sort of somewhat kind of maybe cheating on me. Stop it. So then we have Iyana and Jarrette. They go to dinner with both sets of parents. Like I said, I didn't like this, but her mother off rip was like, how y'all doing? He said stupendous. She was like, so we need to be honest here. And it'd have been like, you not my mama. We damn near the same age. But nonetheless, Jarrette said that it's been a roller coaster. Marriage is not easy. I don't know why people think it is. I don't. My parents have been married for 44 years. I have seen black love in the flesh. Marriage is not easy. And this is just me watching them from the outside in as one of their children. So not being involved in, like day-to-day marital issues like that with them. But marriage is not easy. My brother is married. I have friends that are married. Marriage, nobody ever says marriage is easy. Ever. So I'm always shocked when people get married and they're like, ooh, marriage is not easy. Duh. Relationships take work. Whether it's marriage, whether it's friendship, whether it's a work relationship. Relationships of all types take work. You have to put in the work. So Jarrette says that he's been struggling with overindulging and staying out late. And then ultimately tells them, because his parents was like, what's going on? What's good? He tells them that Iyana has moved out. He said, but he's getting his shit together. Her mama said, what does that mean? He said, well, I'm going to try to do better. So ultimately, it comes down to Jarrette's father asking him, what is your catalyst? What is this driving force that's making you stay out all night and drink and do all this other stuff? Jarrette said that his friends see him as the life of the party. The party starts when he gets there. The party stops when he's done. So in his mind, he feels like he has to live up to that. And ultimately, I got to keep doing what my friends expect me to do. So if my friends expect me to be out and party all the time, that's what I need to do. So his father had very good advice and kind of told him, you need to think about who you see yourself as. Do you see yourself as single Jarrette, or do you see yourself as Jarrette, the married man? Give your friends a chance to miss you. Make your friends miss being with you. You have a wife now. You know what I mean? You have a wife. Your wife shouldn't be missing you. Your friend should be. So it basically, his both sets of parents kind of come down on him. And I like that his father was giving it to him kind of the hardest. So then her mother tells her, Iyana's mother tells her, this is not going to be a Let's Bash Jarrette section. This is on you too. You can't get up and run because things get a little rocky. You know what I mean? Be a grown up, put your big girl panties on and handle this. Also, you have to give him the opportunity and the time to change if you really want to be with him. I feel like there has to be more to it than her moving out because he's going out. So there has to be way more to that than her being like, oh, you go out too much, I gotta move out. I can't take it. I gotta move out. So we'll see what happens. As they're leaving, her mother kind of pulls him to the side and said, I can't take any more of these phone calls. 7 a.m. in the morning, she's crying, she's distraught. As a parent, nobody wants to get that. So she tells him, I need to be able to trust you with her. I want you to love her, cherish her, all that kind of stuff that parents, typically say. So then we have Deepthi and Kyle. They make it official. They have this very awkward exchange outside, but he tells her he wants to be exclusive with her. He wants to go all in. She was looking like she didn't want to say yes or no. I wonder how many times they shot that scene because that did not seem very authentic or organic. But according to here, that they are together, and they're gonna give it a go, and that's really all you can do. Shane and Shayna. So they meet up at Shayna's boyfriend's fiance, excuse me, Shayna's fiance's restaurant, and she immediately starts talking about what Natalie said. How Natalie was telling everybody that they were flirting and all this other stuff together. Shane feels that, of course, she would do that when he's not there. He said that Natalie basically never got over the fact that Shayna went into the pods and like kind of basically tried to get her engagement, from up underneath Natalie. So Shane thinks that he's just an easy target because Natalie wants to keep her perfect image, which I agree. She wants to keep her perfect image, and because Shayna and Shane are both very expressive and emotional and reactive. This is, when you see people that are more reactive and more expressive and emotional like that, they do get the brunt of the flack when shit like this happens. So Shane meets Shayna's fiance, and then he's like, he wishes he had someone in his life. They look cute together. He feels away. So Shayna's boyfriend was saying how he thinks that Natalie just wanted to bring her down because Shayna came there and announced her engagement. I can see that. Natalie was definitely jealous. Definitely jealous. So Shayna and her boyfriend and her fiance are going to get married in Greek. I believe he is Greek, so they're going to get married over in Greece. Shayna was saying how he's welcome to come. She has a bunch of single girlfriends that are always asking about him. Shane said he's not ready to date. He's just not there yet. They take a picture so they can post it. So they want to troll and then try to get a little hype from everybody. But basically, I don't ever have to see these people ever again. So then the final scene is Iyana and Jarrette. She moves back in. He asked her, what are we going to do about this other apartment? Because he doesn't want her to have somewhere that she can always run to and hide. You know what I mean? So she said that she doesn't want the apartment, but she also needs to have like a safe haven space or whatever. So he said he's going to change. He's trying to change. He won't give her a reason to want to run again. She feels that maybe she is a little too harsh with her delivery. And she promises to be a soft spot for him to land on. She's going to stop talking so harsh to him, and she's going to stop running away. He gets a replica of their cake, and they vow to, have a lifelong marriage. They're talking about kids in their confessional. And then we come to find out, as we all knew already, we get the scene, like the wrap-up scene that tells us that Danielle and Nick have decided to go their separate ways, and so have Iyana and Jarrette. I wish we would have got some backstory as to why why Danielle and Nick broke up, because we didn't see them argue or anything during their trip. So I wish we would have got a little more backstory on why they were splitting. But good riddance. There is a trailer for season 3. I don't know if y'all watched that, but let me know what you guys felt about this episode. Catch you guys in the next one.